as 8, so long as they've understood the implication of mishandling, allow them to use it. Help you. It will make life easy for you, and it will help you to raise children that will be outstanding when it comes to digital world, because it's a digital world and you don't have to allow your child using it earlier before that are into tech, even beyond tech. So for me, I would advise from the age of 8, you can just allow them to have a hold of it, and still advise the effects.
Feel like network
level of strictness on the kids. Yeah. There's a saying that goes does. It says, the end will always justify the means. You get. I would say from my own level of upbringing or understanding, no parent can actually say they are 100% correct in bringing up or training, imbibing knowledge, or trying to put their kids in the line of living life. You get, they would do the needful on the basics of what they understand as correct. But then if your intuition as a person or as a parent tells you something is right and you've actually survived some things by doing it in that direction, then it is right. You have to descend it on your kids. Yeah. That being said, since you understand the prerequisites you're using to handle the way you're training them on the access to mobiles, on the way you can actually use your wordings to incline them that if you don't do this or you do this, I would not give you this. Every parent has that catchphrase to use to always call their kids to inclination. Yeah. Just keep doing what you do. No parent can tell you that you are not doing it right, because if they really feel that you are not doing it right, then ask them a question. Do you really want my kid to do better in life than your own kids? Trust, there will be a nudge in their response, because they would want their own kids to do better in life even than your own kids. Because it takes the God-fearing, it takes the virtuous, or heavenly inclined kind of parent to understand that another child's or another kid's well-doing achievement in life doesn't affect their own. You get, because everybody's level of greatness or achievement or success is different. So I believe all you need to do is just understand that you don't need, or you necessarily don't need to be having discourses about your kids and what they do, how they do it, their achievement and all with other parents and all. Curse. Why? Some will learn, some will come out to you to just want to know, to be able to use that against themselves, not just against you, because they have nothing on you. Yeah. So please, I believe, because there's a way my own parents, yeah, my dad always does this thing. He like he says, end of every term back then in school, yeah, this is the percentage to if he's going to have a discourse with us on what we need, what we feel while we were growing up. So if I was getting the first position with probably 88%, 100, I need to beat that 88% to get like a 90 or a 91% before I can even have a discourse with my dad that, okay, daddy, this is what I want. I want a family comp game. I want a Nintendo. I want whatever PlayStation or something. Before I can have that kind of discussion with him, if I drop below 88%, trust, I wouldn't even be able to have a conversation with him, because I'll be hiding in the room. Even if I get a first position with 87%, I dropped on with 1%. That system of inclination makes me understand, yeah, I can always still do better than my yesterday self. So that being said, there is no checklist or percentage or statistics on the level of strictness you think you want to imbibe on your kids. Just keep doing what you feel is right and trust the end will always justify that, yes, you are raising your kids intentionally, properly, with your selfless mind and not just your selfish mind, like you want them to become the greatest in life for your own selfish reasons. You want everybody, you want everybody that gets the opportunity to meet them in life to be blessed. That mentality is very key. Whomever come across your kids, come across as you in life, they are automatically blessed. It is not a work instinct, it's an energy. It can never be denied. It can never lie. So what Trisha said was amazing. But then, please just keep trusting that process. Yeah, amazingly well. You're doing it right. You can always and will always do it better than the best. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Ola. It's amazing it's amazing to hear from you and others as well about things like this. Because sometimes we go for family functions and stuff, and it's only my kid who has got a phone amongst the children. And then you know how our community is, and then they'll be like, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, he can have it. But then because I don't want to be the sort of parent that I'm too strict, I don't know, you know. And then maybe when we are like out and about, then that's when I allowed, because like a family social function, I allow him to do all the games he can do, play all the games he has on his phone and stuff. Because at the end of the day, they also do too much work with all the learning, and he's a well-rounded boy who does well in school, and he's doing everything that he's supposed to. So why not? And then also like my what's the name? Is it Martinez or the one that top said earlier as well about them being conversant with the world we are in now. I think it's brilliant because even though I have given him this phone, he started using a phone from 9, to be honest, before he even got to 11. He's so conversant with how to do all these things. That's how come when I do all these parental things, he's still able to over like literally get away with some of them. I don't know how he does it. That's how good he is with these things. And because he's been playing some of the games, he's now gotten to the stage whereby he's able to even now we go to like, okay, if it's a game that you want to keep playing because you love to do them, why don't you rather start coding your own game to help you out? And he said, yeah, Mama, I'd love to do that. So now we navigated to that side of the world, and he's doing so well in that side as well. Now he does games, and then all his friends actually play the game he has done, which is brilliant. So, like I said, I know it's hard for me to have the controls around him not being too addictive and then just wanting to be on the phone all the time, which is the hard part of me to control. But it's nice to hear from Ola as well saying, even though I'm doing that, I should not think that I can be perfect around it, but just keep carrying on because I don't want to deprive them of these things. And then one also I wanted to add is that I think as migrant families in the diaspora, we feel like our kids need to be so good at things that we deprive them of getting them all this technology stuff. It's not about it being expensive or whatever. They can afford to get them, but we just don't get them, thinking, oh, they're going to be on it too much, or it's going to addictive, or I don't do that. I get those things for them on a birthday or when they've done something well that they deserve to have it. So the Nintendos and everything like Ola said, the PS5 and all of that, I do get because I don't want them to be behind. Because at the end of the day, children go out, they talk, they have fun. But they don't get to say about, oh, yeah, I play this game on my PS5. Well, I do that. It's really good to get them going as well. And to be in the where we are now. So yeah, most people say, "Oh no, I haven't gotten that for them." But then you go even back home to Nigeria or Ghana, or whatever, and most people who can, they're a little bit privileged, they get them for their children. So we live in a world whereby it's widely available, but we still don't get them for the kids because we don't want them to be addictive or don't want them to. How do we expect them to also learn or to be good at the tech world? Because that's where we are heading towards anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy to hear that I'm on the right track. So thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
thank you
that's
very much.
lovely. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Did I hear you say the word coding? He codes already. Yeah, he codes. Did I hear you say it?
Yeah, he's so
Wow.
good with coding now. Really, really good. He codes his own games to the extent that he
Am-
does that. So when he does those games and we're going for
amazing.
functions, I allow him to have the phone and play because he can play those games on the phone. And what they've done is, I don't know how. I need to even try to find out how they do it. Now the game they're able to play it on the server whereby all his friends can be playing that game. So it's like
Yeah,
those who have a
amazing.
phone or a tablet or something, they are doing it and then they are conversing in the middle of it to do that, And then I don't know much about that world, but when I see them doing it, they can be on it for an hour or two. Last time I was so happy to the extent I didn't even tell them, you know what, you've had enough, just because I was like, if my son can do that, why not, so he was on for so long, and then one of the friends called him and it's like, oh, you see the game that you did, it was so nice. It's like, are you still on it? And like, yeah, we are still playing. So he was playing that particular game through his PS5,
That's
whereby
lovely.
the
Did
siblings were on the
I
tablet.
think Trisha is not audible.
I
Can you
think
guys hear
it's the
me?
network. She's very, very much audible over here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I think something, I think I don't know if. Yeah, so that's
No,
what they were on it for hours, and then that friend called, and they were like, "Oh wow, you're still on it? It's been hours. When I called you, it was like an hour. Now it's 3 hours. Are you guys still playing?"
Yeah, yes.
And then I said, so after I felt guilty that they've been on it forever, and then I said, well, I'm also tired today. I need a break. They should just play. Sometimes I can have a time off just doing my own thing because when they are like that too, the house is quiet for a bit. And I know it's bad because it's a phone and they are playing too much, but it's just a day where they've done something I'm proud of, so they should carry on. Is that a bad thing?
I
No,
personally
no,
do
it's
not think
not.
it's
No,
a bad thing, though.
I personally don't think it is. It is, but there's gonna be a time you're gonna set your screen time to it, and the only time they can have full access is probably the weekend. Yeah, where you're gonna be able to restrict them after their
Yeah, I think that's
assignments.
what
If
I
they
need
don't
to
do the
work on
assignments, you
now
get,
because now
they
I'm so
wouldn't
proud
be
to the
able to
extent I
have
need to do the
more
screen
screen
time.
time. But that's
Yeah.
yeah, most
Honestly, that
definitely
all
that's
started from
amazing.
him having the phone and being able to navigate his world around the phone and doing all of that. If I had not done that, he wouldn't have been able to get on the
That's
phone and started and wanted to get into this and all of that. And now he's gotten his siblings into that same world. And like, it all started with the phone. So I don't, yeah. So yeah, it looks like it can be both good and bad, depending on wherever it takes your kid.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
lovely.
okay. So
that's
the assignment I feel I want to put you on is you can always task him, because I'm actually talking from experience as an individual. If I am not being tasked while growing up, I can actually just be doing it freelance without any check. But then you can task him, would you teach me or show me something new you figured out in this thing you're doing? You know, just give him time. Trust is going to code some things, and it will be so elated to want to put you on. Mom, I just did this. When you tax them, they know they have a challenge to do better than the way they are actually running the programs. Yeah, but I love the fact you mentioned coding. That being said, Martinez also mentioned something about inclining his kids with the use of the gadgets and all. I believe the basics is understanding first your key, the use of your keyboards and all. Because we're in a digital world. Understanding your ASDF column LKJ, your QERTY, your POIU, and your ZXC, your MNB, like your keyboard. So when you are not even looking at the keyboard, you can actually type your keys. Those are basics. Then you can actually start teaching them primary Excels without even giving them the access to internet, because there's always a section called internet time. Whenever we hear internet time, that's the most interesting time because we can download game. Internet time is a very versatile time. You don't need to rush them into the internet time. Let them understand their keys. Let them tax them with duties, with games, trivias, puzzles. I love adventures though, but for the male ones, see the way they find a way out of no way, but there's a way there, it inclines them to finding way in real life. When they feel they are actually stuck without the way forward, they will break through. It has its way of doing things if you balance it with them. Yeah, so that's amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much, Trisha, once again. God bless you.
On this note, Ola, you are employed. I think you're employed. You need to start having sessions with them with all the abbreviations and stuff. You said I had no idea. So you might well start having sessions to, get them to do more. Because sometimes, like you said, maybe tax them and see what you can do. Sometimes I'm there and then they are telling me, "Oh, mom, look at," and I have no clue. And then because my interest is not really there, I'm trying to put my interest there, but because my interest is not there, I'm doing the best I can, but it doesn't flow, because they're just showing me things. But and as a parent, that's why I feel guilty. Like I'm supposed to be in awe to sit with them and then tax them and see what they're doing and show me what they have done. But that side, I'll be honest, I don't do well there because I sort of I can't figure that out. So maybe I'm going to employ you. What do you guys think? Maybe Ola is going to be busy on a payroll though.
Yeah. Trish, see how it works. You are doing a great job already, and I don't think